I was in the military for a good like 7 years. By the sort of the end of my career, kind of at a point in my life where I was just kind of tired. I just wanted something a little bit more different. One thing that him and I connected on when we first met was that we've always wanted to live outside the U.S.
This is Bri and Manny, an expat couple that left everything behind in America to move to the Philippines. Today, we're checking out their 2-bedroom condo in Pasig, and they're going to show us why they chose this resort-style condo. But can this place really get you more bang for your buck? Let's find out now.
It's a really nice day in the Philippines.
Very windy.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be this windy today, but, you know, I don't mind it. We're meeting with 2 expats, and they're actually going to tour us at their condo today. All right, what's going on, everyone? So I am officially meeting with Bri and her husband Manny. We're touring your place today.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Awesome. Yeah, you like the resort type of feel here?
Yes.
Let me show you why we wanted to move to Fairlane specifically. Is the open lobby, just feels like a resort. You get that nice breeze. But then the big selling point is this huge pool.
It's super windy. I'm loving this cool breeze that's coming in. This does give off like a nice resort feel.
So the cool thing about this place, the building alone is just a one standalone building. So you just have that little bit of exclusivity. So you're not crowded. It just has that homey feel without being too crowded. The amenities are downstairs. It's like 6 different garages.
We can go down.
We'll go downstairs. There's like
Check it
6
out.
different garages, but the amenities here, they're very simple, very nice, all in one site. We have our gym, we have a water station, and then just recently we have like a small little convenience store downstairs.
Now that level of convenience, you're probably not gonna get at your typical place in America.
No.
This is basement 1. Oh, the gym is downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the most basic machines that you're going to be using. So you got your free weights, your elliptical, you have your leg extensions, pull downs, and your treadmills. Then they have the entertainment room that you can actually reserve or use as a workstation. It's really cool because like during like Filipino holidays when it's like family time, this place will turn into like a nightclub. They have got like a karaoke machine.
I was just gonna ask, do y'all do any karaoke?
I love karaoke.
All
In
right.
the shower
Okay, just in the shower.
by myself.
I become Jasmine Lee for my karaoke time. That's
Yeah,
my
that's
karaoke.
her
Okay.
alter ego.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then we have our water station on this side. That's a common thing now that you're seeing. You know, the water stations are so conveniently within the complex. And we get our vouchers from the property management. They give you an allowance depending on the size of your condo, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom studios. We have our small little convenience store. So you can get like the miscellaneous stuff. You can get snacks. You can get little groceries, little ends here and there.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm low-key jealous.
Oh, you guys don't have this?
We don't have that, so we have to physically walk outside of our condo, walk around the corner to the 7-Eleven.
And then we have our laundry area right over here. It's so convenient. If you're in dire need to use the laundry, you can. You just have to go ahead of time to get these vouchers. Actually, there's a breeze floor. This DMCI project, they have a specific design that they stick with. Every dedicated floor, I forget which one, it becomes like a big walkable, breathable garden area. It's like you'll stand in one area and then you'll see all the open floors along the way. I guess they only do it for that way for the styling, but also to create this breezeways all throughout multiple floors. You can go to your dedicated closest breezeway floor and they have these little nooks where you can just kind of like sit down, get away.
This breeze is crazy.
Yeah. I think they just stick with this, and like it's all within their last models that they've done for DMCI because it's so effective.
How did y'all pick this place?
So I liked it.
So I found the place online. We found one realtor who stayed very consistent with us. She showed us all her projects and she happens to live in this building. She showed us here and then she showed us so many other spots in this building and other places as well. he came with all his 4,000 questions.
4,001.
4,001 questions. He was just really on it.
She says, let's move to the Philippines, but I get to choose where we actually live. Navigating through all the different apartments and condos. We were gravitated to this one just because of my liking to the building. It's a newer building, it's a standalone. We would be the first people within the unit itself, and it was fully furnished. Having to be from the States, I'm used to doing all the work myself, you know, having to get all the laundry, all the items, get, you know, loaded into my truck and do the little fixins on the places that we lived in. That's what I'm used to. But now that I'm older and lazy, and now that I moved here and I saw that the quality is already there, furnished, the way to go. The flooding, if no one tells you that it does flood in Manila. But for us, I chose this area and comfortable with this area because we are close to the Pasig River. So all the water is just literally flowing straight into the river. There's no divergence of it pulling or settling. That's one of the security things that we liked about the building. So now that we've seen the wonderful breezeway, we can actually take you to the roof deck, which is another great selling point. So key point, when they talk about 360 view, this is what you're going to get, 360 view all the way through.
And you get to see when it was the
New Year's.
Oh my God, the fireworks was so beautiful.
So I know that the 4th of July back in the States is like, yay, fireworks. Okay, but here in the Philippines goes crazy. Our unit faces this way. So we have the view of basically Capitol Commons, Quezon City on that side, the mountain range. By like 11 o'clock, even from the mountain range, we saw fireworks. And it was going up until past midnight. It was until 2 a.m. It was just bombarded of fireworks. And we didn't come up. We didn't dare to come up to the top because
they were doing fireworks.
They were doing fireworks
Oh, wow.
here. But you could see down from the streets. You could see out from the distance, out to the port. You could see everywhere. They're just throwing up fireworks. And I was just like, this is how you celebrate. It was a spectacular. I was like, dang, that's awesome. So you see a lot of people that want to come get their steps in early morning. So they do their little laps all around the area. We have our dog that we come up and he'll get his little walk in. He'll get his sniffs and smells.
Let me show y'all this view. Just check this out. I bet you it's got to be crazy watching the sunrise and sunset from here.
Yeah. And the cool thing about this, the property management is open to setting up a private event up here if need be. They have like a nice little bar area. It's covered on this side and a small little kitchen area. I know that they've done wedding venues here. This is basically the nice little area that you're renting out. Covered space, nice breeze, good views.
Okay, with all of these amenities, luxury convenience, do you even leave your place? I mean, I would never leave if I lived here.
Hardly. I mean, the only things that I guess that we have to do when leave the property is go grocery shopping. That's the only thing, but
you do your soccer, but it's all close
yeah,
by.
it's all walkable distance. Like, I think that's the one thing that I actually grew to love this area and get so familiar with Pasig City is basically everything that I like is within walking distance. Our grocery store is literally right up the road. There's a cigar lounge that is literally halfway of that distance. Yeah, a cigar bar. There's some nice little candle stores that my wife likes to get her little like incense and sprays. We have a dog daycare right in the same area. Muay Thai that we do right over there. My soccer at Sparta. And it's all within walking distance. And then if we really need to go to the mall, we can just walk towards the SM Mall. If we want to go to BGC across the water, we're 10 minutes about walking, 5 minutes on a scooter. So it works for us. Absolutely, it works for us.
These are just the amenities we've walked through, you know, the first floor, the ground level. We're now on the roof deck. What do y'all think of this place so far? I'm loving it. This just goes to show you, this proves that you don't have to live in BGC. There are other places, there are other parts of town, there are other condos that can offer up, you know, this great luxury lifestyle.
BGC's overrated.
He likes to play.
So Simba is testing you.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to convince him to get a dog.
No, it's crazy. No, this is our guy.
Oh, this dog can't do no harm. Look at this.
This is Boo.
He's
Yeah.
a Halloween dog. He's born
Yeah, he's born on Halloween. That's why we named him Boo. The entryway, obviously the place is furnished. We basically kept everything as is, we just made our own little rearranging so it flows for us. Because that's the one thing about some furnished places, the square meters that they have in the building or in the unit is a very compact than compared to the US standard, but they try to give you everything all at once. So everything is just so convenient, it's manageable for us. So we have our living space that we just sit, work, eat, watch our Netflix.
And how many square meters is this place?
I believe, and don't entirely quote me on this, somewhere around 50 square meters. Yeah, something like that. Because I know that some of the older units that you'll find is around 60 to 70, but that's only because they give you a little bit more of a dining space or a little bit more closet, or maybe the master is just a little bit bigger. But either than that, most of the newer places have this same mold. Now, if you spend much more, you'll get the lanai, like somewhere built in. You'll get more of a breezeway and more of a foyer. But either than that, it's all basically the same thing. The kitchen area, very standard. They do allow you to have LPG, which is the gas range. But for this unit, because it just came as is, we have a 2-burner top, sink, refrigerator, microwave, storage cabinets, top, bottom, and then there's a small access mount that you could put for your own internal washer. We didn't want to do that because we just felt like we have the unit, laundry downstairs, and also the outside services. So it's like having it here inside, I'm like, no thanks.
You want to give yourself at least one reason to step out, you know.
Yeah.
If it's for laundry, if it's take the dog for a walk, get some snacks, you got to give yourself at least 1-2 reasons to step out.
Yeah, exactly. Bathroom is very simple. Again, very simple. You got your single toilet with the nozzle. For the people that live in the Philippines, you know what that nozzle is for. Yep.
Shout out to the bidets.
The bidet sprays.
Yep.
Showers here, they actually have their units attached with their water heaters. Is very visible. So you have your main connections there and the heaters. This is our master bedroom, queen size bed, AC unit. It's connected to our patio deck area, which is really nice, especially on days where it's like rainy, because the rain doesn't necessarily hit this way. It's more, I think, like east. So we actually get to chill outside and enjoy a nice little rain. Our view of our grocery store is literally right there. So that's our walking distance. Nice. So that's the furthest I will walk to, is that store right there, and everything else is just within this radius.
You've got such a great view from here. This balcony looks like this is a lot larger than some of the standard balconies out here.
Oh, forgot to tell you. See those set of tents right over here in that open space right over here? So that's Greenfield. Greenfield has a lot of food trucks. So we get a lot of taste of the local cuisine if we want to. They do a lot of events there on that side on Greenfield. Nice little quiet neighborhood here. Most of the street after 10 o'clock, it is dead quiet. Security, top notch. The noise, not bad. Convenience to walking distance to stores and everything else is 10. 10, easy to walkable. And the neighbors. So the neighbors here within the unit, we overlap in a sense. We don't get the noise from anyone. And because of this building still being new, the building is at 30%, about 30% occupancy. We hardly see any neighbors, which is pretty nice. The vibe of this area is what I would say a calm, professional working class. So you do have the young professionals that are here, young families that are, you know, young in their career, but doing a really great job, because Pasig City would be compared to, you're getting close to BGC. So they think you have the comfort, you make some good money, you're able to travel, you're able to save, you're able to take care of your family. So we get the young professionals, the family-oriented people. And then you get a lot of expats here that come and stay here to get a breather, recharge for at least a month or so before they're taking off again. So it's very calm. There's no hostility. It's not so much hustle and bustle, but it is mostly young professional, family-oriented area. That's what I would say. Our office, we use dining table. Yeah, so we use it just our working space, and then our luggage that we constantly pull from because we do travel. pretty often now. I could say that happily, that we do travel a lot now. So yeah, so it's a nice space for us.
Usually this room is pretty cleared out. This table is actually supposed to go out here, but we didn't want to buy a desk. So it was like, oh, this would be perfect to put as a desk because we had them to remove the bed in here. And I like to be on the computer and shut the door, like privacy. So.
Yeah, she likes to shut everyone out, which alienates us, but it is what it is.
Honestly, I was gonna ask. When I first walked in, I was like, man, where did they get this desk from?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, it's supposed to be out here.
So it's our little piece of privacy. It's a little piece of heaven. When you live in a place that is so centralized, amenities are so tailored to the residents, it's kind of easy to forget to leave. It really is.
Now, one thing that a lot of my viewers are concerned about is finding good condos and, you know, not getting a foreigner tax. What tips do y'all have for expats looking to move to the Philippines? How would you recommend that they go about finding a good condo?
I did a lot of research on like Facebook Marketplace. If I saw something that I liked through the pictures, I just reached out. Some of them, you know, they respond, some they don't, but I found one lady, Miss Roslyn, who was very consistent with us. And so from then on, I just relied on her. And then she's more of like, I guess, considered independent or freelancer. She doesn't work for a specific company. So she was the one who we stuck with. And that's how we prefer, because we don't like to deal with a lot of people. We just like to, you know, deal with someone that's very specific. So that's what we did, and it's worked for us. But definitely Facebook. What we also did is places that we would go and visit. We would ask someone that we thought was really nice, because sometimes you do get people that will charge you significantly more, but we found people that we thought that were pretty genuine. We would always ask them if they knew someone. So we've seen other places that way as well.
But when you go and visit, keep in mind the area, keep in mind how old the building is, the condition that is. If you know that everything else is questionable, maybe the unit might be not up to standard. Get familiar with the areas, get familiar with your price point does matter the most. And to know how much your, I guess in reference, your USD dollar gets compared to, like, let's say a condo in BGC compared to a condo in Pasig. You're literally a bridge away, and you notice a significant price difference just because of the area.
How much are you paying a month for rent for a 2-bedroom out here in Pasig?
So for here, we pay around $37 a month. So $37,000, which is probably around like $660. For us, that's really good because, I mean, we were paying definitely significantly more than that from where we came from. But I think I'm kind of used to that price point because, like I said, I'm from the country and where, you know, you can find a 3-4 bedroom for like $300, $400.
Yeah, because she's from the southern part of Georgia. I'm from the southern part of California. So I'm used to seeing prices for a 2-bedroom, maybe even a 3-bedroom at
$3,000-$4,000, yeah.
Well, yeah, for something like this. But I'm used to paying a price of like $1,200 to $1,500 for like a 2-bedroom. But it's not going to be in this condition. It's going to be a much older building back from like the 80s. You know, with carpet on the walls, if need be. Questionable. But I mean, the thing is here, for the amount that we pay, you get a good amount because we're paying space alone.
The association dues are included.
Yeah, the association dues,
so
that's key. So the only thing that is added on top of that is our internet that we chose to upgrade, but the building and the unit has free Wi-Fi.
I would say the electric is a little expensive in my opinion. I think we're kind of confused on how they charge for electric. Yeah. Because 2 weeks ago we were in, is it Palawan? Is how you say it?
Palawan.
Yeah, we were in, is it Palawan? Yeah. Oh, so we were in Palawan for like 2 weeks. You know, everything was turned off.
Yeah.
But our electric bill was exactly the same. And the usage was exactly the same from whenever we were here for a full month. So we're a little confused by electric, but it is quite a bit. It's over $100 a month.
Our water bill is like 200 to 300 pesos, if that. Wow. Water is nothing. It's only the electric. But I think that's the thing about the infrastructure. It is what it is. You know, you're paying a price because I think of usage and then some of something else. But either than that, I mean, everything else is pretty much given to us. The water allowance, the services here on site, you know, we can take them if we want. So, but yeah, I mean, this is it for a 2-bedroom unit in Pasig City in a very semi-new building.
But I think to clarify on the electric, that's based on us not using the air cons during the day and we only pretty much use them at night. So we would just depend on like the fans during the day. Our electric bill will probably be around like 100, so 5,000, a little over 5,000 pesos. But if we were to run it all day, it comes out around like 9,000. But you know, I mean, we don't mind it because the weather can be nice some days as well with having it. So we'll just open up the windows and things of that nature. But if we do get hot, like you best, I'm turning that aircon on for sure. You know, but
like,
I mean,
the summers here in the Philippines, man, they're hot. They are hot. Like you could stand especially for me, I can stand in one place, the back of my kneecaps are sweating, and it's different. But if we really need to, we got the main inverter and 2 AC units in each room, and then we have fans. So if we really want to cool this place down, we can, and we'll close the blinds for the windows because they're non-insulated. That's another thing too. The standards on the building codes is, in the US we're used to controlling the heat and the cold, but over here it's always hot, it's always humid. So most of their windows is not insulated, so that's where most of the heat's going to be coming from. But yeah, for us, if it's really hot, we'll turn everything on. The rest of the year, we can just have one on throughout the whole day, and it's not bad at all. So yeah, not bad.
It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, you know, there are a lot of people who have some misconceptions about condos out in the Philippines, whether it's, you know, there's always a foreigner tax, or condos out here are super small or dated, or they're just not worth it. But this just goes to show you that if you really do your research, you find places that work well for your lifestyle and what you're looking to get out here, you know, you could be in a place where it's just a life of luxury. I mean, literally.
Chilling all day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all touring us inside of your condo. This has been fantastic. Let us know what y'all think in the comments section. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more content like this, expat interviews, expat condo tours, cost of living videos, all of that, just let me know right here in the comment section below, and I will make that happen. But hey, I love you all. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Take care, stay safe. God bless you. Peace. Just a little BTS action. Oh, that would be nice.
He said he wanted to be a camera too.
All right. In case y'all are wondering, this is the best part of filming. It's the dogs. Look at this cute dog. Oh, you want to be in the video?
So cute.
Yeah.
That's a little favor.